devastation behind him, Mark Henry would next set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship. The world's strongest man would best 19 other superstars in an over-the-top rope battle royal to become the #1 contender for Randy Orton's World Heavyweight Championship. This would set up a match at Night of Champions.
Mark Henry's unstable. He's dangerous.
He has demolished a lot of people.
He is a human wrecking ball.
Kane and the Big Show included.
Unstable can be dangerous. Trust me, I know. I've been called unstable myself. Who or what exactly could ever stop Mark Henry? The answer is an RKO.
You must have a death wish. My whole career has led me to this point. I'm the champ. I'm more unpredictable.
I don't think Orton can stop Mark Henry.
You enjoy that title, because it ain't yours long. I'm more dangerous. I'm more reckless. I'm the world's strongest man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was September 22nd, 1996, 15 years almost to the day, that Mark Henry debuted in the WWE. His debut match was against the man sitting to my right, Jerry the King Lawler. King, did you know then that Mark Henry would be so dominant?
Let me tell you, Michael, once he hit me with a shoulder block that sent me through the ropes and outside the ring with my face up against the metal barrier, that's when I knew Mark Henry had big things in store for him.
There's been so much talk about Mark Henry and his devastation, especially to this man, Randy Orton. But the question is, have we all forgotten how dangerous the Viper really is?
Well, Randy Orton is dangerous, all right. And I'm sure he's prepared for this match. But at this point, I think Mark Henry is the most dangerous man in all of WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 418 pounds. He is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Championship, as we know it, has been a part of the WWE for nearly a decade, and some of the greatest of all time have held it.
We're talking Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, Edge, Batista, the absolute best.
Randy Orton is going to have to use his quickness tonight. He won't be able to overpower Mark Henry in this one.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if Randy Orton can even physically execute his RKO or DDT off the rope against a man the size of Mark Henry.
Time will tell, King. One thing's for certain, though. Randy Orton always plays mind games. If he can put some doubt in Mark Henry's head, the Viper is going to have a great chance here tonight.
He's got him hooked.
He gets out of trouble there. Wow, what a powerful counter by Mark Henry. King, Mark Henry's entire career has led him to this point. 15 years of setbacks are now all in the past, and this is his opportunity to prove that he is truly as dangerous as he's appeared to be the past few months.
Oh, and what a 15 years it's been. There have been plenty of ups and downs for Mark Henry. Of course, Well, we saw him as a member of the Nation of Domination, become European champion, ECW champion even.
Yes, but on the flip side, we've also unfortunately seen Mark Henry do such things as, well, father a hand.
Ooh, I remember that. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's whether you learn from those mistakes that counts most. By the way, I wouldn't bring that up so loudly if I were you.
No.
I think he's within earshot.
Over the top rope, and he lands hard outside of the ring.
Back into the ring now.
Now back to the ring.
This is Randy Orton's third reign as World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, his first came back at SummerSlam 2004 when he became the youngest World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and sprinkled in between those reigns were an amazing 6 WWE championships for Randy Orton. I don't think that anybody could deny that Randy Orton is a future Hall of Famer. You know, I thought it was telling to hear Mark Henry talk about his injuries and setbacks Friday night on SmackDown. In his words, he just didn't cut it. He wasn't ready to be champion.
Well, I think Mark Henry has put all that in the past. This is a new Mark Henry, and for the past 6 months, it's all been about the domination of the world's strongest man.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Cole. This is a new Mark Henry.
Randy Orton has shown some good prowess right now.
What a counter that was. The sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena.
You know, Cole, tomorrow will mark the 1-year anniversary of Randy Orton capturing the WWE Championship in a thrilling 6.
Mark Henry delivering crippling punishment. King Mark Henry is more.
There's a near fall.
Mark Henry's got him. He's got him up. Mark Henry doing a little taunting.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
Reversal. Mark Henry is just too strong to get caught in a move like that. Well, I give him credit. Randy Orton is the apex predator of the WWE, but he may have run into a bigger and stronger predator tonight in Mark Henry.
Hey, Mark Henry took out Big Show, he took out Kane, and he has physically dominated Randy Orton at every turn in the weeks leading.
Oh, lights out. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
Uh-oh, look at this. Trying to put him away. Oh, my.
Wow, what an STO. This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But, man, this has been physical. And that one hurt his hand. What a body shot. Oh, man.
Oh, and the knee connects.
Good night. Look at this. Mark Henry.
The intensity.
Yeah, what a move. Whoa, don't get up. Look out. Well, that's it.
And he got him! Mark Henry's done it! We have a new champion!
Oh, my God. But look at this.
Here is your winner and the new World Heavyweight Champion, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
A 15-year wait is over for the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Does this mean, Michael, that we're all part of the Hall of Pain now?
Mark Henry celebrating because he's on top of the world. He's the world heavyweight champion.
Give me this microphone.
Uh-oh.
You didn't believe, did you? You didn't believe that I would be holding the most coveted prize in professional wrestling. Did you? Oh, and don't start cheering. Don't start cheering, because none of you believed it either. You're all doubters. You're all haters. I'd like to welcome all of you to the Hall of Fame. This is my moment, and I'm not sharing it with none of you. You don't deserve this. I'm gonna be the most dominant champion of all time. I'm taking on all comers. I ain't running from nobody. And I'm never, ever losing this title.
Boy, oh boy. Mark Henry has found his stride. Now nobody in the WWE is safe.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from India, standing over 7 feet tall, the Great Khali.
Look at the tremendous size of the Punjabi Nightmare, but as Mark Henry alluded to earlier, the Great Khali felt the wrath of the World Heavyweight Champion this past Monday night.
Yeah, it should have been a match on Monday Night Raw, but it never happened after Mark Henry clobbered the Great Khali in the back of the head with the World Championship. Then the champ flattened Khali with the World's Strongest Slam.
King, I don't think we're going to get many figure fours or STFs in this one.
Right.
This is all about power versus power. The Great Khali versus Mark Henry.
You're right. I doubt it'll be a clinic in scientific wrestling. But if you like bodies colliding at full force, this match will be for you, that's for sure.
Both of these men are so powerful, but I'd have to give the edge and strength to Henry.
Yeah.
He legitimately is the world's strongest man, and that's not hyperbole, folks. It's a fact.
Hyperbole? Wow, big word. You know what I like best about the Great Khali? He's an equal opportunity kisser.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, he doesn't care what the girl looks like. He's going to kiss her. Good for him.
The Great Khali certainly does like to have fun, but don't let that fool you. Once the bell rings, this skyscraper of a man is all business.
Well, of course he is. You don't get to be a former world heavyweight champion by goofing around all the time. I'm just saying that I appreciate that he likes to spread the love around.
Well, I guess you don't earn the name the Punjabi Playboy by excelling at monogamy. The Great Khali going to work now.
He's got him up. Watch it. Ooh. Oh, and he lands that one right to the head.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Of course, the Great Khali, a former world heavyweight champion in his own right, having won the title back in July 2007.
Yeah, and he had to fend off 19 other men in an over-the-top rope battle royal to become champion. The last man he eliminated, the Animal, Batista.
Mark Henry is also in that battle royal. If I remember correctly, it took about a dozen superstars to get the world's strongest man over the top rope.
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. But can you imagine if the Great Khali beats Mark Henry here tonight? that would have to put him right back into the title picture, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
You know, earlier this year, we actually saw these two behemoths unite as a tag team on more than one occasion. Remember, Michael?
Yeah, I do. And could you imagine if the Great Khali and Mark Henry could actually get on the same page and compete as a cohesive unit? They'd be absolutely unstoppable.
And you're right, that is a scary thought. But at this point, I don't think Mark Henry's let anybody get that close to him. Mark Henry is all about Mark Henry right now. What a move! Look at this. Mark Henry has done it again. Another big win here for Mark Henry.
Here is your winner, the World Heavyweight Champion and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
I mean, who's going to stop Mark Henry? He's the World Heavyweight Champion, the world's strongest man, and he just decimated the Great Khali.
Right, it doesn't look like that Hall of Pain of Mark Henry's is going to be shut down anytime soon. And oh, what's Henry doing now? Oh my God, is he coming over here, Michael?
Oh, not again. Come on. Mark Henry, we've seen what he's done with the steel chair in the past, King.
Yeah, come on, Mark, there's no need for this.
He's placed people into the Hall of Pain using that steel chair.
Well, this is not going to be good for Khali. He needs to, ref, help Khali up. Get him out of there. Oh, no.
I mean, honestly, though, what can the referee do? Seriously.
Oh!
I mean, Mark Henry assaulting Great Khali now. Shades of what he's done to the world's largest athlete, The Big Show.
Oh, my gosh, you're right, Cole. That's exactly what Mark Henry has in mind here. Injure the leg of the Great Khali, and severely. Oh, man. Come on, ref, take that chair. Oh, no, he's got Khali's legs set up in that chair. You know, this could break your ankle or your tibia or fibula. This is so dangerous.
Well, Mark Henry now, 400-pounder on the second rope. He's going to crush Khali. Get down off there, Mark.
Please don't do it.
Oh, no. Great Khali has just been entered into the Hall of Pain.
Yeah, but he may have to make a stop at the emergency room first. His lower leg or ankle could be shattered.
King, there's nobody that can stop this man.
How can Mark Henry be proud of himself after doing something like that? That's just awful.
The unstoppable Mark Henry.
Yeah, still the world champ.
I ain't running from nobody. And I'm never, ever losing this title.
We may be in for the most dangerous reign ever by a World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't like anything about Mark Henry right now.
Mark Henry has turned into a storm, man, a Category 5.
Assaulting both Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, in fact putting Lawler through the announce table here at ringside.
The Hall of Pain is getting really, really crowded.
Oh, the world's strongest slam!
You can't beat me!
Mark Henry is ruthless. He is remorseless. He is a beast.
Welcome to the Hall of Pain!
He has been a human wrecking ball. His path to destruction has gone on for months.
With Mark Henry's championship reign of domination looking unstoppable, the returning Big Show set his sights on ending the world's strongest man's supremacy.
Listen to me, Mark Henry. I will settle for nothing less than facing you for the World Heavyweight Championship. As far as the Big Show having a title match, I say no.
Big Show storming the ring.
Big Show throwing right hands, left hooks.
Security trying to back off the world's largest athlete. Oh,
my God!
You gotta be kidding me.
But the world champion's not done yet!
Big Show, you again are gonna enter the Hall of Fame! I'm gonna blast you in the side of the head until you are completely unrecognizable! And vengeance is mine!
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 441 pounds, the Big Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few weeks ago was the emotional return of the Big Show. Let's remember, he was the first man to join Mark Henry's so-called Hall of Pain when the world's strongest man crushed Show's fibula.
Yet ever since Big Show returned, he has used that injury as a motivation to capture the World Heavyweight Championship.
And from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 412 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
We've seen Big Show put Mark Henry through an announce table with a choke slam, and Show also knocked Henry out this past Friday on SmackDown with his weapon of mass destruction. You think Big Show is in Mark Henry's head?
Well, he's definitely playing mind games with Mark Henry, but I don't think Big Show's in his head. Not after what Henry did to John Morrison last week. Mark Henry is absolutely focused.
It's the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the world's largest athlete, the Big Show.
Oh, and I think Mark Henry might be suffering from P5 phobia. You know what that is, Cole?
Nope.
The fear of giants.
It would be justified, King. I mean, Big Show has a fist that measures 15 inches.
Wow.
That's like the size of a sledgehammer head coming at you. They're watching this match all over the world tonight in places like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Austria, and of course, our men and women of our U.S. Armed Forces watching all over the world and on our ships at sea.
You mentioned ships? Well, this one's going to be like two ships passing it. Well, they aren't going to be passing tonight. They're going to collide.
Nearly a half-ton of humanity in the ring for this matchup, a combined 897 pounds.
Whoa!
And he fights his way out.
You know, it was a bit unorthodox, but you have to appreciate the way Big Show got this title opportunity tonight. He saw something he wanted, and he went after it.
Unorthodox indeed. After Mark Henry refused to grant Big Show a title match, Show simply attacked Henry until General Manager Theodore Long had no choice but to give in to Big Show and give him the match he wanted.
Yeah, you know, if Theodore Long never gave Big Show his match, there's no telling what type of long-term damage Mark Henry would have sustained.
I'll tell you what would have happened. Big Show would have returned the favor. He would have...
Hey!
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
These are two of the largest men in the world battling over the World Heavyweight Championship. We're really testing the limits of that ring.
And this one truly is giant versus giant. There's so much riding on this one, King.
And you got that right, Cole. Big Show wants revenge, obviously. But Mark Henry wants nothing more than to continue his reign at the top. After 15 years of waiting, he's not even close to ready to give all that up. Mark Henry can cave your skull in with one of those.
King, these two giants are battling for the World Heavyweight title, a title that can be traced all the way back to Big Show's days in WCW and beyond.
And the last time Big Show had that title in his possession was the summer of 1996 when he was competing in WCW as the Giant.
Let's not forget, Though, since that time, Big Show has captured the WWE title on 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, and that's not all. Big Show has literally captured every championship in the WWE, with the exception of the Intercontinental title. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him win that someday, too.
Given what he's been through the past several weeks, Big Show has to be concerned for the well-being of his injured leg.
Yeah, I know Big Show was eager to get back in the ring, but there's no way that he's 100% healed right now. He may be asking his leg to do too much, too soon.
If Mark Henry can carry out a focused attack on that leg, he'll find himself in a very...
Oh, resounding move by Big Show. Big Show was very emotional when he returned. He almost broke down into tears, Michael. He wants so badly to repay Mark Henry for what he did to him at Night of Champions.
Big Show has promised to repay Mark Henry 10 times over for all the pain he suffered both physically and emotionally over the past several weeks.
Yeah, and that's not all, Cole. He's also promised to take from Mark Henry the one thing that validates his entire career, and that's the World Heavyweight Championship.
In the past few weeks alone, Mark Henry has left a weight behind him that includes Randy Orton, Christian, John Morrison, and Sheamus.
Yeah, and while Mark Henry was making an impact as World Heavyweight Champion, Big Show was forced to watch from the sidelines as he rehabbed his broken fibula.
You have to wonder if all that time being inactive will result in any ring rust for Big Show.
Well, if Big Show is even half a step off his game tonight, he has no shot against Mark Henry. The way that the champ has been decimating opponents of late, Big Show will need to be on his game if he wants to even have a chance at winning here.
Big Show's putting on a nice show for his fans.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away. Uh-oh, look at this. Oh! Trying to put him away.
Mark Henry delivering crippling punishment.
Oh, Mark Henry's Hall of Pain is getting crowded. But you know, Cole, by the looks of things here, they may need to make room for the first ever 2-time inductee, the Big Show.
Big Show will need to find a way to counter this attack by Mark Henry if he plans on walking away.
That's it. He's done.
That should do it right there. Kick out at the last moment.
Now look at this. Mark Henry has the Big Show down, and wait a minute, Cole. What's Mark Henry got in mind? Is Mark Henry going to the top?
He wants to end Big Show's career here. But look at Big Show.
Uh-oh.
Big Show's got Mark Henry. He's going to make Mark Henry pay. Whoa! What a choke slam
To the world's strongest man, and look.
The cover and a kick out by Mark Henry, just barely.
That's the strength of Mark Henry. Only a Mark Henry would be able to kick out of a cover by the world's largest athlete like that.
Big Show can't believe it. Henry's down and out, but he still managed to kick out.
Oh, man, you take a shot like that, and you feel it for weeks.
Nice dodge there.
Oh, no. The shoulder just collided into the ring post.
Mark Henry mockingly told Big Show he should be thanking him for offering him a 4-month vacation.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that Big Show's injury was far from a vacation. I know for a fact that he spent hours a day rehabilitating that leg just so he could climb back into that ring here tonight.
And you would have to think that along the way, Big Show used the image of Mark Henry walking around with the World Heavyweight Championship as motivation.
Oh, whipped into that barricade.
Backdrop.
Big Show's in trouble.
5.
Wait a minute. Henry. You gotta be kidding me. Through the barricades.
And it's imperative he gets back in the ring right now. And we're going back between the ropes. Mark Henry and Big Show.
He couldn't make it.
They're watching this match all over the world tonight in places like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Austria, and of course, our men and women of our U.S. Armed Forces watching all over the world and on our ships at sea.
You mentioned ships? Well, this one's going to be like two ships passing it. Well, they aren't going to be passing tonight. They're going to collide.
Nearly a half ton of humanity in the ring for this matchup, a combined 897 pounds.
You know, Cole, I'm not supposed to be biased as a commentator, but forgive me if I'm rooting a bit too heavily for the Big Show. I still haven't quite forgotten what Mark Henry did to me last month on Raw.
Of course, my partner's referring to Mark Henry viciously driving him through the announce table with the world's strongest slam. And King,
you remember what I suffered from that, right?
Yeah, and King, I can't say that I blame you.
Oh, over the top rope, out onto the floor.
And there he goes, under the bottom rope. And maybe some order will be restored here. Big time strength there.
These are two of the largest men in the world battling over the World Heavyweight Championship. We're really testing the limits of that ring.
Yeah, this one truly is giant versus giant. There's so much riding on this one, King.
Man, you got that right, Cole. Big Show wants revenge, obviously. But Mark Henry wants nothing more than to continue his reign at the top. After 15 years of waiting, he's not even close to ready to give all that up.
Mark Henry and Big Show have so much in common, aside from the obvious size and strength similarities. For instance, both are former ECW champions.
Yeah, and fortunately for
Big Show wants it. You can tell he wants it.
We might be seeing the beginning of the end. In trouble. The colossal clutch locked in.
This is such a painful hold.
The power of the Big Show is on display again.
Big Show was very emotional when he returned. He almost broke down into tears, Michael. He wants so badly to repay Mark Henry for what he did to him at Night of Champions.
Big Show has promised to repay Mark Henry 10 times over for all the pain he suffered both physically and emotionally over the past several weeks.
Yeah, and that's not all, Cole. He's also promised to take from Mark Henry the one thing that validates his entire career.